You know that feeling when you walk into a home during the holidays and it just feels, well, magical? It's not about being over the top. It's a sense of warmth, of calm, of real thought behind it. That feeling that doesn't come from having more stuff. It comes down to a way of thinking that's a core part of my design philosophy and one that I use right here in my own home. So today, I am not just going to show you pretty pictures. I want to show you how to see your own home through that same designer's eye. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our little corner of the internet. I am Sush, an interior designer based here in beautiful city of Vancouver, BC, and I'm so happy to have you here with me today. This time of the year, from the lead up to Christmas right through to the New Year's, is just so special. But I also know, as a designer and as a busy mom, life can get hectic. And the idea of a perfect holiday can sometimes feel a little too much. So my approach, both as a designer and in my own home, is to forget about decorating everywhere. Instead, we put our love and attention into one beautiful spot. To get it right, I use a little method I have developed that I call the 3-layer rule. It's just a simple way to think through the process, and it helps you to create something that feels truly beautiful and put together, no matter what your style is. I'm going to walk you through 3 very different holiday looks, and we will break them down together using this rule. For our first look, let's lean into something that just feels right for a cozy winter day, no matter where you are. This warm and rustic style is all about texture and bringing a little bit of that outdoors in. So, layer 1, the anchor. In this style, it's almost always going to be your greenery. That beautiful, heavy garland is going to do all the work here. It provides the visual weight and immediately sets that organic, natural mood. For a second layer, height and light. What I love is the natural balance over here. You have these charming little trees on one side giving you that height and the lantern on the other. But the most important part is that the warm light. It's what brings the greenery to life and creates that soft, magical glow that makes you just want to curl up with a cup of tea. And the final layer, the personal touch. This is what keeps it from looking like a store display. This is your story. A few pine cones you found on a walk, some vintage books, those little brass bells. It's these imperfect pieces that truly make it feel like a home. All right, now if you are someone who prefers things a little cleaner, a little more serene, let's talk about a modern minimalist approach. The whole philosophy here is that every single piece has a job to do. The anchor in this look, like this, is often structural. The strong lines of a mirror or a piece of art. Even the garland is intentional. See how it's draped off center? That asymmetry feels deliberate and very modern. For height and light, everything is very sculptural. The tall, slim candlesticks are chosen for their shape as much as their function. The light is simpler here. It's just a clean flame. It's quiet, it's understated, and it's incredibly elegant. And the personal layer here is all about quality over quantity. This isn't about adding stuff. It's about choosing 1 or 2 objects that you truly love to look at because of their form or the material they are made from. Okay, for our last look, let's have some fun. with a bit of sparkle. This is that festive glam style that's so perfect for ringing in that new year and just feeling celebratory. What anchors a look like this is actually the repetition of a single theme. In this case, metallics. Using gold or mercury glass consistently across the shelves is what makes it feel very cohesive and not chaotic. Height and light is really the main event here. You get height from layering different objects, tall trees, shorter frames, but the light is all about reflection. The sparkles comes from how the surfaces bounce that light around. A little technique I love is to hide tiny battery-operated uplights at the back of the shelves. It makes the whole thing just glow from within. And the personal touch gets woven in a very beautiful manner. A favorite photo, a treasured ornament, or even a small brass bowl filled with sweets. Something I love from my Indian heritage is that little gesture of hospitality. So luxurious and so personal. So now that you have the framework, I just want to quickly share two little hurdles I often see people just run into. Just being aware of these can make all the difference. The first is simply trying to include too much. We all have beautiful things we want to display, but when there are too many small items, the eye doesn't know where to rest, and it can start to feel like a visual clutter. My rule over here is to group things in threes and always leave a little bit of a white space, just empty space for that design to breathe. The second thing is scale. It is so important. If you put tiny little objects on a big grand fireplace mantle, they'll just get lost. And the opposite is true as well. Just take a moment to look at your surface and choose pieces that feel balanced and proportionate to the space you have. And please remember, you do not need to go out and buy all new things for this. Some of my favorite finds are from thrift stores, vintage brass. Vintage brass is like everywhere right now. And while I love my go-to spots like HomeSense, IKEA, Marshalls, Winners, you can find similar treasures at your own local shops. But honestly, the best pieces often come from your own backyard. A few clippings of cedar or pine are more beautiful than anything you can buy. So that's it. It's just a simple way of thinking about building a look. Start with your anchor, add your height and light, and then weave in those personal touches that tells your family's story. It's how you bring real heart to your home this season. I would honestly be so inspired to see what you create in your own home. If you feel like sharing, please take a photo and tag me on Instagram. I would love to see them and share them in my stories too. I'd also love for you to tell me in the comments which of the three styles resonated with you the most. Is it the cozy rustic, the calm minimalist, or the sparkling glam? Thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of your time with me today. If this was helpful, a little thumbs up is always so appreciated. I hope you have a peaceful and a beautiful holiday season with your families. Bye for now.